For partnership is different from a sole trader. So you could start a business as a sole trader, but as soon as you think, look at the problems about a sole trader, some of them can be solved through partnership. The problems about what a sole trader, some of them can be solved through having partners. Look at the first one here, lack of expertise across all business areas. But when you have partners, so whatever you are lacking in skills, your partner might have it. So you will complement each other. Do you get us a partnership here? Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yes.
So I'm going to go into partnership details, but what I'm trying to tell you is that having partners with you might solve some of the problems of being a sole trader. Does it make sense here? So let's go into partnership. What is a partner? A partner is just individuals that come with you to set up a business. So partnership is a business that is owned, controlled by 2 to 20 people. So it is 2 to 20 people. So what they do, they share responsibilities and they share the profit. So the aim is, guys, a group of people coming together with the aim of making profit. That's partnership. So look at what I wrote here. It is a form of business owned by 2 to 20 people who share responsibilities and profits. So 2 to 20 people coming together to set up a business with the aim of making profit. And they share the responsibilities. Do we get that? Do we get it, please? Do we get it?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have features. What are the features of partnership? Number 1, formation. To form a partnership, you only need the deed of partners. What is a deed of partner? A deed of partner is a document stating the affairs of the partnership. Whatever you have to do will be in the deed of partnership. It has to be signed by the notary public. It's just the official document that monitors, that checks your affairs as partners. You know, as a sole trader, you don't need anybody. Everything is done by you. But when it comes to partnership, you have people around you. You have people running the business with you. They have put money into the business. They've invested into the business. So you cannot decide anymore. Whatever you guys have to decide upon, it has to come through what? The deed of partnership. So it's a document that checks whatever we do as partners. So it reminds us if we're not doing what we're supposed to do. It reminds us that we are doing well or not.
So it's a contract.
Yeah, it's a form of contract. So it's a form of contract because everyone within the partnership would agree that this is how we run the partner. The share of profit will be talked about, how partnership salary will be talked about, responsibility will be talked about, decision making will be talked about. So everything we have to do as partners, everything will be written in the partnership deed or the deed of partners. So the only document you need as partners is what? The deed of partnership. It states how the affairs of the partnership business will be run. Do you understand partnership deed here?
Yes.
So that's the first feature. Then the second one, liability. The liability is what? Unlimited. Which simply means that the debts of the business, of the partnership business, can affect all the partners. So whatever happens to the partner, whatever happens to the business affects the personal wealth of the business, of the owners. So if the business is not doing well, you might as well sell your car to pay the debts of the business. So that's why it is unlimited. So it means the debt of the business can be transferred to the partners. Do you understand?
No.
You don't get it? So let's say this is the business. This is the business. These are the owners of the business. The business is having debts now. The business has debts. You know what debts are, right? You are owing somebody. You are owing some creditors. You have to pay them back, right? You have to pay them back. But you cannot pay your creditors back. These are the creditors. Let's say you have one creditor. This is your creditor. The business cannot pay this creditor back. The creditor will take it from these people. Do you get it now? It is unlimited. It is limited. If the business will only pay back, it doesn't concern them. But it's unlimited because the debts of the business can be transferred to these people to pay back the creditor.
So the stakeholders can pay.
Not stakeholders, the partners. The partners. They are not stakeholders. Stakeholders are people who have interest in the business activity. Customers are stakeholders, owners are stakeholders, investors are stakeholders, banks are stakeholders, suppliers are stakeholders, government is part of stakeholders, the community is part of stakeholders. Here we're talking about a business, a partnership business. This is the business. These are the owners of the business. They are different things, right? But when it comes to partnership, whatever happens to this business can be transferred to the owners. That's why it is what? Unlimited. So, in case of debts here, this business has to pay this creditor, but the business cannot pay. The owners must pay.
On personal gain.
Yes. That's why we call it unlimited. So it can be transferred. Whatever happens to the business can be transferred to the owners of the business. That is unlimited liability. So the business cannot be separated from the owners. That's what it means. So when you see the owners, it is the business. When you see the business, it is the owners. They are together. Look, let me put it this way. This is the business, like I said earlier. These are the owners, right? These are the owners. Unlimited simply means these owners are here. You cannot separate them from there. They are the same. Do we get it now? So unlimited simply means whatever happens to the business happens to the business. Whatever happens to the business happens to the owners. Whatever happens to the owners happens to the business. But if it is limited liability, the business stays alone. The owners, they stay alone. Debts, it has to be paid by the business, not the owners. It's not their business. It's their business, but the debt of the business has to be paid by the business. That is limited liability. But unlimited simply means you cannot separate the owners from the business. They are together. But for limited, it simply means the owner is different, the business, the owners are different, the business is different. Limited. Unlimited means the owners are in the business are in the owners. Do we get it?
Yes.
Any question about that? No. And the last one is finance. For finance, we're talking about the money put into the business. More than one person may invest into the business. Here, as a sole trader, just one person invests in the business, and the profit is shared is owned by the owner. But for partnership, you have 2 to 20 people. It simply means they have put money into the business. Do we get that? So do we get it or not, please?
Yes.
Control. It is not a sole trader. A sole trader controls the business. But here, as a partnership, decision-making control is shared among the partners. They all have to share parts of decision-making. Do we get that? Do we get it or not? Put your head up, please. And sit properly. Do we get that or not?
Yes.
Separate legal entity? No. The owners and the business are together. You cannot separate them. Do you understand that? Taxation, the same as income tax. The same tax sole trader will pay, partnership will pay. Income tax. We're talking about the features of partnership. Regulatory requirements, no requirement to publish accounts. They don't have to publish their account to the public too. As sole trader, you don't have to. Dissolution. For dissolution, because it's not just your own decision now. As a sole trader, the dissolution is your decision or the owner passes away. But here, there are different ways to dissolve the business. Number one, mutual agreement. We all sit down to agree to stop the contract or to stop the business. Mutual agreement. Do we understand mutual agreement here?
Yes.
We all come together. As we come together to start the business, we're coming together to sit together to end the business. Bankruptcy. The business could not pay its debts. The business could not pay what? Its debts. That means it go bankrupt. Partner resigns. One of the partners wants to stop. If one partner is stopping, the rest have to stop. Do you get that? Or one partner dies. If one partner dies, the business ends. Do we understand partnership here? So what are the advantages of partnership or benefits? Benefits. The first one, it is easy to set up. I can just call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we start the business. Do we understand? 2, shared decision making. Here, decision making will be shared amongst us. So there's less stress. Do you understand that? Increase access to capital. As a sole trader, you put all your money into the business, yes or no? So whatever amount of money you have, It cannot be enough like having 10 people together to invest money. Do you understand? So as a sole trader, you only have your own personal savings. So you don't have access to finance. But in partnership, there are more access to capital because investors are much, like 2 to 20 people putting money into the business. So you have increased access to capital. What are the problems of setting up partnership? Number one, shared profit. Look at it here. The advantages here are the disadvantages here. The disadvantages here are the advantages here. Do we get it? Look at the first one, shared profit. Partner keeps all the profit. But here, you have to share all the profit. Here, there's stress. But there's shared responsibility here. So it means the burden of the business is not only on you, it's on everyone in the partnership business. But the problem here is that you have to share profit. And when you share profit, it means what? Less return on investment. So the amount of profit you're going to have to use is less compared to a sole trader. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The second one, potential conflict between partners. They are human. There could be disagreement, yes or no?
Yes.
So when they disagree, it could affect the business. That's disagreement. And the last one, slower decision making. There are 2 to 20 people. 2 to 20 people. Here, full control over business decision. I can wake up now and decide on whatever I want to do, yes or no, because I'm a sole trader. But I can't wake up among 20 people and say, this is what we have to do. Are you guys going to accept that? No. We have to sit down to agree, to disagree, to agree, to disagree. It's going to take time. That is why decision making is what? Slow. Do we get it? As a sole trader, you can make decisions as soon as now. But in partnership, you are not the only one investing in the business. 20 people have invested, 5 people have invested in the business. So you cannot only make decisions. Decision has to be made by everyone. And that makes it slow. Is it clear? Any question about partnership?
No.
You have a question, yes? Yeah, please. Yes?
Are the owners the ones that decide the liabilities?
No, not the owner. It's the structure of the business. The structure decides. We have what we call incorporation. Incorporation. So we simply talks about the legal status. It is the legal status of the business. So sole trader and partnership are unincorporated, which simply means they don't have legal status as other businesses. So whatever happens to them, they are not like individuals. Is a sole trader, is a partnership, yes. It's a business, but they looked at them as individuals. So they are not incorporated businesses. So because they are not incorporated businesses, they have unlimited liability. So whatever happens to them, because it's just you coming up to decide your business. So whatever happens to you, you should bear the consequence. That's why it is unlimited. But if it's a private limited company that is between friends and family, it's more. It is incorporated. It is government backed. Government has approved it. So whatever happens in the business does not affect the owners. Because the owners will not be careless. But as a sole trader, you might be careless. Because it's your money, you don't care. But when other people's money is involved, government wants to protect them. Do you understand? So the kind of business you run will determine the legal status of the business. Do I answer your question? All right. Thank you, guys.